All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Kabadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations, hopeful leg out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh. All right, and with GMS Mississippi branch, and what we want to get into, all right, this afternoon, all right, is dealing with, true peace is of Yahweh Shai, okay? True peace in this world comes of Yahweh Shai, okay? Because we in a time now, as we get closer and closer to the end, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to matter less and less, okay? And Yahweh Shai is going to increase more and more, okay? Because we're in the midst of a transition of kingdom, a translation of kingdoms, man, okay? And as we translate more into the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, we should be invested more into the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, okay? Because the things that people will die for in this society are temporal, okay? And it's vain, okay? Now, there's a whole new way of existence that's coming with the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel through Yahweh Shai. And we should be tapped into that more, man. Okay? Really persuaded in the righteous kingdom that's to come next. Okay? So we're gonna start off with that Philippians 4 and 7. You had something to say? All right.
This Philippians chapter 4, verse 7.
Yeah.
And the peace of the Most High, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach Yahawashi.
Yeah, and it says the peace of the Most High, which passeth all understanding. You see? And that peace of the Most High comes through Yahweh Shai, man. You know? Because we understand what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. Because the things that vex us, Yahweh Shai is coming, all right, to solve that, man. Okay? And the things that we desire is we, you know, have a thirst for righteousness. We have developed a thirst for righteousness. Yahweh Shai is going to give us an abundance, man. You know? And then Yahweh Shai constantly, push the spirit on us to look, just believe. Don't even worry about particular things. Just believe. Okay? And that's a spirit of comfort, man. And we can't get this from anywhere else on earth outside of Yahweh Shai. You know? Which he made that promise. What's that in St. John 14? Comforting. You know? You had something to say, bro?
I was just thinking how you said we had that peace. Yahawashi said just believe, because something that, Yahawashi always let his disciples know that I'm still with you. Even after he was gone, he's still there. His spirit, like he said, going into the comforter, he sent the comforter, the Holy Spirit, but also to Yahawashi is in the heaven, he in the heavens, still praying for us and still making, working his work. That's peace within itself, knowing that even though we down here in this physical world, we still have our big brother in the spiritual world still doing the work. Making sure that we taken care of.
Yeah. Hey, cause you go through phases, like you say, like when you kind of be piling this shit, you have the doubt. Like how I can mediate, like I know where he is, Father. Like he ain't, I know, you know, he's a particular way most of the time, but he this way now, like I know why. Right. Give him this and you'll see. Put him in this situation and you'll see. Like there's an extra dialogue, man. And it's like you saying, bro, like that's our peace. Like how Shai send he'll send a particular spirit on us to be a certain way to get through a certain phase of this walk, man. you know?
That's why in Psalms 50, David, the scriptures say, Lord is near those that's of a contrite heart, and of a broken heart, and near to those of a contrite spirit. Going through those different phases and situations. Like I know where he at. I done been there before.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, John 14 and verse.
Started like 14.
This is John chapter 14 and 14. If he should ask anything in my name, I will do it. If he love me, keep my commandments.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter.
Yeah, he said he will do. Pray the Father. Just like you were talking about.
Done.
He gonna pray to the Father for another comforter for us. Was what he mediated.
Right.
Because he knew the circumstances we will be in these times, man. Okay, you got it, bro.
That he may abide with you forever.
Yep.
Even the Spirit of truth,
Yep.
whom the world cannot receive.
The Spirit of truth, because now we have something else to look forward to outside of everything that's presented to us, man. Because like depression and things come from this society and expectations from this society and constantly being disappointed by this society. You know, that's what a lot of depression, comes from, man. Anxiety, okay, comes from having all these expectations in this society, man. But really, when we really get to the point where we really content, with the necessities and a few wants, a little here and there, little little perks here and there, you know. Once you be content in that, like you be good. That's like peace.
Right.
You ain't tripping about no status. You ain't care about no clout. You don't need no X amount of dollars in the bank to make you feel some type of way, or you don't have to have a certain car to feel some type of way. Like, nah, our peace come from what's coming next, man. This ain't shit. You see? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just keeping it simple, living a simple life.
Yeah.
That's how Yahawashai lived when he was on the earth. He wasn't trying to have all the extravagant things of the Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't desiring none of that. He was just keeping it simple, doing the ministry, doing the work, and taking care of the flock, taking care of his flock while he was there, until he left his disciples in charge of the flock. And even still, when he left them in charge, he still we read now. He said, "I will pray to Father. I'm still here. Don't count me out yet."
Yep. And Yahweh Shah, the only thing is not gonna change. Hey, because like I said, your financial situation can change. Okay, women they can change. Emotional hell. Okay, people around you can change. Family, everything else is unstable. But Yahweh Shah is why he known as that rock, and
Right.
that's where we get that peace from. Like we can always go to him, and he gonna be the same. Okay, he ain't gonna be in his feelings one day. He be cool this week, and next week he in his nah. Yahweh Shai gonna be the same. He gonna be that rock, man, the foundation. Okay, well we can find peace, man, and comfort and strength is in Yahweh Shai, man. Nothing else can give us that, man. And that's why the brothers are an extension of that. Being around those men, that's an extension of that rock of Yahweh Shai, man. You know. Yeah.
It says, verse 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive,
Yep.
because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him.
Yeah, and it's the world of Israel beginning first. We know the rest of the world, the actual heathens, okay, but dealing with the rest of our people, they didn't receive the spirit of truth, so they don't get the peace that we get, all right, from Yahweh Shah, man. They don't get the peace and the comfort we get from the scriptures, man. Okay, because there's a certain spirit that the Lord has to put on you to where you can read precepts and be comforted, man. And that comes from Yahweh Shah. And he prayed to the Father for it, man. Go ahead.
Because it seeth him not,
Yep.
neither knoweth him, but ye know him.
Yep.
For he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you.
He in us, man. And that's why we gotta tap into Yahweh Shah that's within us, man. And sometimes it calls for a reset. Like sometimes you gotta just pull back and just really tap into Yahweh Shah, man. Because this world is meant to taint you and choke Yahweh Shah out you, man.
Right.
You can say something?
No.
Yeah, but this world is meant to taint you and choke Yahweh Shah out you, man. And you be caught up in vain shit that don't matter. Okay? You be caught up in all these different emotions and shit, man. But it happens to try to choke Yahweh Shah out of us, man. But hey, we gotta start cutting things off to protect the Yahweh Shah that's within us, man, so Yahweh Shah can flourish, man. We gotta fight to maintain an environment where the Yahweh Shah that's within us can flourish, man. And it's a fight. Go ahead.
I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you.
Yep.
Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more.
Yep.
But ye shall see me, because I live. Ye shall live also.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shah, and you say in church, they would say Jesus is alive and well. But really, hey, Yahweh Shah is alive and well. Okay? And that's the spirit That's within us. That's the vine that we're connected to, man. Okay? And Yahweh in the spirit where he just amped was a day of vengeance burning in his heart.
Right.
He tapped in on one thing. Like all this little extra shit, man. Yahweh don't care about that shit, man. You know? Your savings account and shit like that, man. Yahweh don't care about that shit, man. Okay? You the first one in your car with, first one in your family with the Benz, some silly shit like that. Like, Yahweh don't care about that
How
shit,
many
man.
more payments you got?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Student loans.
Credit, you know, the only Negro in your demographic with an 800 credit score, like man, like it's nothing wrong with bettering yourself, man. But really, it ain't no big deal like that,
Right.
you know. Um, um, Jump to verse 27, Bob, for sure.
This is John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you.
Yep, it says, "My peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you." Go ahead.
Not as this world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
Yeah, and then let your heart be troubled, which is your mind. And it's a fight, man. Sometimes Satan to be hard body, trying to get you to doubt. Satan to be hard body, trying to get you agitated. That's the sift. Whenever you find yourself agitated, that's the sift. That's Satan really pushing for a sift, you know. But that's why we gotta cleave to Yahushua, because within Yahushua, that's where the peace comes from. Like you say, Yahushua, man, you gotta fuck everything, man. you know, you head to hell with that, man. Like we got so much coming and promised to us, man. You see, but Satan wants you just to be engulfed, in pettiness, man. You know, and there ain't no peace in this world outside of Yahushua. Everything outside of Yahushua is chaotic when you think about it.
Right.
You know.
You think about the time when he was fasting and say, the last vision, last thing Satan came with, showed him all the kingdoms and the glory of it. And afterwards the angels came and ministered to Yahweh. The saying that's that peace, being reestablished in his mind of what's what he fighting for, what's to come.
Yep. Yep.
Being comforted in his mind, because like he told his disciples, like he told all of us, and he ain't gonna leave us comfortless.
Yep.
The Lord didn't leave him comfortless.
Yep.
The Lord, sent like that backup.
And then eventually them angels came and ministered to him.
Right.
And strengthened him, man.
And it's the same thing that Howard shot doing with his elect. Throughout time and time again. He strengthened them and do different works, different means. Even just seeing prophecy coming to pass, that gives you a peace of mind. Because you know that Yahweh Shah is really working towards the goal of the salvation of the nation of Israel. All of this is a peace.
That's what we get excited about.
Right.
And this is why we gotta really, because what's that in let's get that in First Timothy chapter 6. Yeah, let's go First Timothy 6:6.
That's First Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain.
Mm-hmm.
For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Yep, and it says godliness with contentment. That's gain. Like we're saying, like when you get to a point to where, okay, you're satisfied with, the necessities, and just the things that the Lord is providing for, and also just having that thankful spirit, because one thing about this society, it'll have you entitled, you'll feel some type of way when your money low. Jake.
Right.
Jake feels some type of way. He like you gotta shake the world up, to get back to this status. And certain things, man, or you feel a certain type of way when, the chicks ain't into you like that, you depressed and shit, the women not dealing with you like that. But then when you understand like the scriptures, like what we got to come, and you just so occupied and this becomes your desire, then great gain. Like that's a great value that an Israelite man can add to himself when he isn't, you know, his desires have shifted from worldly to spiritual. That's the great gain, and you just content, with the necessities, man. You had something to say?
All right, precept.
Come. I'm gonna get that word content when you get there.
This is Psalms 37:16. A little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked.
Mm-hmm.
So being content with the, with what we have, having our daily bread, the Lord giving us what we need to in order to continue on in this society, in this kingdom, until He come back is great gain.
Mm-hmm.
Being content with it and still living godly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, too, everything else that's extra,
Yeah.
that's extra.
Yep. Yep. And you get that word content in the Greek. Mm,
Strong's G, 841. Austarkaya.
Austakea. Austakea. Yeah, so this that word in Greek for contend. It says a perfect condition of life in which no aid or support is needed. So being able to support yourself, you know, like I say, have your necessities and then a few wants, you know, hey, that's being content. You see, what happens is in this society, you can get too ambitious, you know, and always reaching for something more in this society. And then the scriptures tell you, what's that in Sirach 10, thing like I'm gonna finish reading this. It says, sufficiency of the necessities of life, a mind contented with its lot. And that's another thing, like you gotta understand, like every brother got different lots. It's certain brothers are built to have a little more than others. But we shouldn't be looking at another brother lot, you know, and think that we gotta strive to get to where he at financially, to get where he at with women or get to where he at. No, like nah, we gotta grow within our lot and be content with whatever our lot is, man. You know, that's another thing. Like each brother gotta be content, within their lot, man, and pray for the strength to endure within that lot, man. Because every bro, because you would look at a brother on the surface, and you would think, damn, he got everything working for him. One thing about it, the more you have, all right, the more that's gonna be required of you, man. Okay, and that's in every fashion, man. You see, you look at the apostles and elders, like you can't imagine the lots that they got and what's required of them on a daily basis, man. Or certain brothers that got substance, you don't understand what's required of their brother on a daily basis, man. You know. So the thing is to be content within our own lots as well, man. But I think that's Sirach. Let's get Sirach 10 and 22.
I was looking at this.
Yep, then you jump to 24. Yep.
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 22. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, the glory is the fear of the Lord. Like their worldly status, really it ain't shit. Then it's temporal. Okay? We're chasing the money that's going digital as we speak. We know what device we're gonna need to continue to forward ourselves. Status in this world don't mean nothing. Okay, compared to what's to come. We want a great name in the kingdom to come, and that's where we should start investing more into. Okay, drawing back out of this world and investing more into this, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 24. Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord.
There is none of them that is greater than he that feareth the Lord. Because really, we in these positions, okay, you might, a brother might be living check to check, but guess what? In the righteous kingdom of Israel, the righteous eternal kingdom of Israel, he's gonna outrank the masses of the earth. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna outrank the majority of the earth. So these little temporal situations that we in, Satan trying to use that, to try to get you to be too ambitious. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with forwarding your bettering your situation. If you can make a move, you can make a money move, you can make a little business thing go, that's cool, okay? But what happened is you gotta defend about not being too ambitious, and then it starts to deteriorate who you are in the spirit, you know? Because in the next chapter, we're gonna get that Sirach 11. Yeah, 11 and 20, 21.
This is Sirach chapter 11, verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Hey, it's easy to make a poor man rich. Now, you can be doing all this scheming and plotting, and the Most High can just make who you want to have it like that. You see? Because the time you spent chasing after clout status or whatever, you can't get that time back.
Right.
And while you was doing that, you had another brother tapped in, and then the Most High could change this situation like that. You see, but he still it's still in the records that this time that he put in to the ministry, man. You see, time is the only currency that you can't get back. You can always make some money back, okay? But you can't make that time back, man.
Right.
Yes.
Come.
Jump to you keep reading. Yeah, just keep reading.
The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish.
And suddenly he maketh this blessing to flourish. And see, we get a lot of blessings in spiritual forms, like having money. Yeah, okay, it's cool, but then there's nothing like I say, like that peace, and then there's nothing being in the right spirit to get you through a phase that you need to go through.
Right.
You see?
Developing those qualities for the times to come.
Yep.
Because these same qualities that we developing now for the times to come could be the same ones we have in the kingdom as well. Like patience.
Yep.
We're gonna be, different brothers and sisters gonna be put in situations where patience is gonna be your most important thing.
Balance.
Balance. Contentment.
Yep, being good. Hey, just like I say, these blessings come in spiritual form, just to have understanding, clarity. Those, and that's what's going to make the Israelite men on YAHAWASHI more valuable than gold. You see, it's going to be the qualities that we're gaining in the spirit, the gifts that we're getting in the spirit. That's what's going to make us be more valuable than gold, man, in the times to come. You see, this is the best investment that we can make with our time and energy, man. Okay, but it's a thing that the battle is. You can invest in, worldly things now, then you get an immediate return, and then you can please your flesh immediately.
Right.
You see,
instant gratification.
The instant gratification is instant. Everything is instant. You can do more, and you have more range within this society. But then you get to a point to where it starts to affect your spirit, man. It's going to affect your spirit. It's going to get to a point where you can only do so much, within this society before it starts to pour over into your spiritual development, man. We all subjugate to that, to where we have to be spiritual enough to have a cutoff, be able to know when to fall back. You see? Let's get that in Psalm 62, I think 10. Then we go back to the Timothy 2 after we get that.
In Psalm chapter 62, verse 10.
Yep.
Trust not in oppression and become not vain in robbery.
Trust not in oppression, man. Because this whole system is oppressive. And what he's getting ready to do with the CBDC, all right, which is going to be the new global currency, okay, this is going to be another form of oppression. You see, like, Lord willing, I got some videos, I want to go into later on today, But man, with the CBDC, it's gonna be way more personal. Ain't gonna be no stacking. You know, they ain't come out and stacking. No, that money gonna have an expiration date on it. Okay, so all these bags that you've been chasing, they gonna have expiration dates on them now.
And you're gonna have a lot of people with access to your money.
Yeah, yeah.
To what you
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna control you.
Everything gonna be auto pay. Yeah. You remember when you owed AT&T from 2010? Boy, give me that. You boy, we online too.
Anything you sign up for,
Yeah,
auto pay.
yeah.
You gotta have the money in there.
You behind on child support. You know, Jake think they be behind on child support. You know, they gonna work at a tire shop on the side. No, boy. We need that, boy.
Everything you do is gonna be it's gonna be on the system.
Yeah.
You know?
And you imagine paying child support with the chip.
And they can control how much you take
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Then your raise gonna immediately go. So, you know, that shit gonna be set up with, God damn it, everybody come up with you. God damn it, your raise, it's gonna be terrible, man. Okay, but this is where this system is going. So it's time to start drawing back out this shit and start investing in this, man. You know, go ahead.
Trust not in oppression and become not vain in robbery.
Yep, and become not vain in robbery. Go ahead.
If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
Hey, if riches increase, set not your heart upon them, your mind. So, you know, if your riches do increase, that's cool. Like I say, the Lord bless brothers, man. And brothers, you know, hey, brothers are savvy, you know. Hey, brothers are smart men. So, of course, you know, hey, it's going to be an opportunity where brothers can make moves. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the scriptures say, if riches do increase, set not thy heart, which is thy mind upon it, man. Okay? Because it's a never ending, you know, you can find yourself in this rabbit hole of trying to constantly increase in this society, man. And then you're deteriorating in spirit. You know, it's a sacrifice with everything, man. You know, and the sacrifices we making now are temporal, okay, for eternal payoff, man. You know?
And that's one of the most beautiful things about the Lord, because, you know, he punished us and put us in this captivity, but then he still gave us the knowledge on how to maneuver so that we can still have that peace and know how to, you know, how to conduct ourselves, like you said, because brothers are savvy, you know, they know how to maneuver in this society without making the same mistakes that the people that don't have the truth do.
Yep. And then we know, like, we not here to start enterprises and empires and just take the world over, you know, economically, you know.
Dominate.
Yeah. We here to get what we need, few wants, and bag out, man. Get back to YAHAWASHI, man. Because, like, if you're a prisoner, like Scripture say, we're a prisoner of YAHAWASHI. Like, if you're a prisoner, you get your what they call a rec time, where you get to go out and move around a little bit. Yeah. But then you gotta report back to the cell.
Right.
You see? So yeah, you get that little rec time and you kind of go do your thing and, you know, pump your commissary up. You see? And then you get back, you know, to your rec, man, which is your YAHAWASHI. You know? This is a life of discipline, but it's temporal and it's gonna be eternal rest and rulership and abundance. You see, we pretty much have to live these conservative, you know, simple lives now, temporarily, for eternal abundance. You see?
And then we learning how to do it.
Yeah.
Gonna come to a point where everybody gonna have to be in that predicament.
Yeah.
You know, where you can't do what you want to do. So we just learning the Lord teaching us how to live the life in the abundance. So when it's not an abundance, you know, it won't even bother you.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of like how they showing like them apocalyptic movies where you have like the people that wasn't living so good. You know how they was all on the street. They'll show them at the beginning of the movie, you know, and everybody else doing their thing. But then when it come to the end, like Black Summer, when it came to the end, you know, when everything went down, his lifestyle didn't change. You know, he was still good.
Yeah.
And he knew how to maneuver in the world that became apocalyptic.
Yeah, content. Already, you know, conditioned to that way, because America's all about overindulging, doing too much. That's the theme of America, doing too goddamn much, man. Whether it's eating, drinking, partying, women, sex, it's just all about overdoing the shit, man. You know, and it's easy to get sucked into it, man. You know? Yeah, priest.
No, you want me to go back?
Oh yeah, get that Timothy. Yep.
This is back at 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
Yep.
For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Yeah, so we can't be too serious when it comes to these things, man. Like we not here to finish anything. Okay? This is a temporal situation, man. Okay? Until our change comes. You see, like pilgrims, man. You know? We not here to be a permanent situation, man. Go ahead.
And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Food and raiment. That's your necessity, man. Okay? Food and raiment, man. You get the daily meals. Okay? You get your necessities, man. And everything after that is extra, man. Go ahead.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
Yeah, you fall into temptation because now your decision making is based off solely off of profit. And we all, been subjugated to it where like damn I can make this real, but then you'll find yourself sacrificing in the spirit. You see, the spiritual aspect has to be considered because there's certain moves that the Most High is with that you can increase and it don't hinder your spirit. But then there's certain things that you can increase and it hinders your spirit. You see? But the thing is that you can't leave the spiritual factor out of it, man. We can't leave the spiritual factor out of our decision making, man. Decision making can't just be based solely off of profit. you know, the spiritual aspect has to be weighed in decision making, man.
And like it said you fall into temptation and a snare because it's a trap.
Yeah.
That's the way Esau Edom set it up. This kingdom is a kingdom given unto pleasures.
Yep.
So it's set up to be a trap for our people, being at the bottom, at the very bottom of the lowest. You want everything, and you want to strive to get everything that you want.
Yep.
By any means necessary. You put people in a desperate situation and leave them there, they're gonna have to go to desperate means. But that's why Yahawashai is teaching us to be content.
Because the more things you want and aspire for in this world, the more time you have to put into this world to get those things. Because that's how Esau got it set up. It's a slave economy. So if the slaves want more, you're gonna have to get entangled more into more hours at work. Okay? You want to set up different things. Now you gotta get entangled in all this paperwork. Okay? The more you want and aspire in this society, the more you have to get entangled into this society to get those things. It's set up like that. Okay? If you want more, guess what? You're gonna have to be you have to be a more accessible slave. You see? Jobs where you never off really. You're constantly doing something for the job.
Jobs they call marriage killers.
Yeah.
They really got jobs called that.
Yeah.
Because your time is so occupied into that you don't have time for your family and nothing else.
Yep.
Working 12 hours, 6-7 days a week, And then that's not even mentioning how many times you get called in.
Yep.
When you do got time off.
Yep.
Verse 9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Foolish and hurtful lusts, like I say, because a lot of people chase the bag for what? They lust. Because they not in love with the actual paper. They're in love with what? The lifestyle that their currency provides. Okay, a lifestyle of lust. You want certain type of women, you gotta make some rash decisions, man. Because the society set up where if you ain't making a certain amount, you don't even have access to different women and different things like that in this society, man. Okay, 60,000, you invisible. They Casper, you know what I'm saying? You know, you don't exist. You see? So this society is a snare. It gets you caught up there. You, you know, Jake worked their whole life to build up to a certain status just to get these bummed out leftover women that niggas that been making this money for decades been running through, man. It's vain. It's a trap.
Right.
You know, you get up there and then you find out that okay, now you're in a different tax bracket. Now you gotta make sure you pay taxes now. You know, so it's all type of traps and you know, you get all these different, you know, mortgages and all this shit a trap, man.
Now you gotta maintain it.
Yeah, you gotta maintain this shit. You see, this shit terrible, man.
And then if they add stuff to it, what you gonna do about it?
Yep,
You gotta do more now.
yep. Go ahead.
It says, and to many foolish and hurtful lusts, which draw men in destruction and perdition, which drown means like
Get drown men in destruction and perdition, you know, because you get overwhelmed, you know, this shit overwhelming. See, you know, money is a strong thing, and then the fame that come from it, you know, that's a strong demon, man. You know, that clout demon, that demon strong. You see, and you enter into that realm, you know, it's intoxicating, you know, to be looked at as that guy, you know, to really much you can move around like you want. You know, you pretty much have your pick and chooses of your lust. Okay, it can be an extremely dangerous thing, man. You know, go ahead.
for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yep.
Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
Yep.
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
With many sorrows, err from the faith, the love of money. Money itself is not wicked, it's a defense. When you fall in love with it, and it becomes your top priority, okay, and then it takes away your peace because the people that you know love money, they usually always running themselves raggedy, man. Or always scheming and plotting and planning, got all this shit going on, man. Because Esau overcomplicates everything, man. You see, and it's easy to get entangled, man. You see, go ahead.
But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness.
He said, flee.
Right.
Get the hell away, man. It's a time where you gotta reset. Sometimes you gotta reset and really examine yourself. We always talk about examining yourself, like you really gotta step back and examine, like, okay, I'm doing too much. Like, you know, like shit.
You don't want to fall into this mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like you said, that cloud demon is hard to get away from that mentality once you entangled into it. And you see that a lot on social media. It's why it be so hard for those people to break away, especially when you go to like Instagram or something, and I forgot what they call it. I think it's like the insight page, and you just see different people that get a whole bunch of likes. They trying to maintain all of that too, that lifestyle that they portraying.
Yeah, but once you show that Rolls Royce on them, can't go backwards.
Right, and the woman standing beside it.
Yeah, yeah, you can't go backwards.
Don't let the house be in the background.
Yeah, you can't go backwards, man.
It says, but thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience,
Yep.
meekness.
Patience, meekness, man. Okay, like you say, patience is we have to wait till we. Yeah, of course, as a man, like we ain't gonna sit here and tell you that we don't want, okay, clout. We don't want status. We don't want, you know, different pleasures and abundance. Yes, we want those things, but that's where patience comes in. The YAHAWASHI coming with it.
We just don't want it right now.
Yeah.
Not in this captivity.
Yeah, and that meekness, because really niggas have a whole money scheme just so they can go boast about that shit.
Right.
You know, because what do niggas do? They go get these certain cars just to come back to the same impoverished neighborhood and show other niggas, man.
Show it off.
Yeah, to go to clubs with the same impoverished niggas they grew up with to flex on them niggas, man. You see? But when you have meekness, man, those things, because our forefathers had it, man, but they was in meekness, man. Okay, they had way more substance than we can even imagine. They had real resources, gold, silver, livestock, servants. Okay, they had those things, man, but they was of a meek nature, man. Okay, Abraham didn't have a stack of gold coins by by his ear, count a million pounds of gold, yeah, nigga,
Yeah, gold bar spread across the
yeah,
bed.
yeah, doing tushy roll and shit, you know. No, it wasn't of that nature, man. They had those things, but they wasn't in love with it, man. Then those things are for inheritance to pass down, so their heir can expand on those things, so he can pass it down to his heir, so he can expand. You know, it was a whole different way of thinking, man. They had it, but they was meek. Okay, go ahead.
Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, wherewith thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
Fight the fight of faith, man. You know, 'cause that's the fight, just to keep believing in this society, keep the faith for the victory that's to come. Okay, and to do that, we need to be around YAHAWASHI as much as possible, man. In these times, man, reading, fasting, being around the brothers, okay, feeding the sheep. That's walking in YAHAWASHI, and that's what gives us the faith. That's what keeps us separate. The scriptures want us to be separate because, hey, we're going through a conditioning process. Scripture say, well, humility comes before honor, you know? So there's a certain process that we have to go through in this society where, hey, you'll be looked down upon, you'll be looked at, a certain way, okay? But that's part of the process before the honor, man. Okay? Let's that in let's get that in 2 Corinthians 4:16. We didn't end it there.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, um, but through our outward man, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Yeah, the inward man is renewed day by day. Okay? Though the outward man perish, the inward man is renewed day by day. And what we're becoming. And the only way to tap into what we're becoming, okay, is to start investing into this, into YAHAWASHI. You see? So our old desires, because we all had desires and ambitions and wanting to be that and wanting to be that nigga. Okay, we had them type of thoughts and ways, man. Okay, but now, okay, that ambition is dying, man. It should be dying off. Okay, and the inward man of the spirit, because our spirit is waiting for Yahweh Shah to come back and set up a righteous kingdom, man. Okay, so now, like going back to content, like we content with maintaining our situation until Yahweh Shah get here, man. That's the mindset now. You see? Go ahead.
For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and excellent weight of glory.
Yeah, and see, he says, our light affliction, which is but for a moment. See, this is only a moment in time where we have to be like this, man. Because we finna be open up to everything. We finna be immortals. You see?
Can't beat that.
Yeah. We finna be, yeah.
I was gonna say nothing in this society can beat that.
Yeah. Immortals, man. Okay? But then Jake, we see y'all bomb camps and all this and that. Well, brothers got things, man, but at the same time, this ain't shit. This ain't nothing. Okay?
It's nothing to boast in.
Yeah.
We know who it came from too.
Mm-hmm.
We, like I said, we don't boast in these things.
In this temple. And see, Jake don't want to go through that temple. The Jake, because a lot of us come from being deprived, and there's a lot of men that's in the truth that wasn't popular like that in the world, and now they got a platform to be popular. And what does Jake do? They try to overcompensate, man. And then you have people that they'll look at the lifestyle that some brothers live and they'll look down upon it. But at the end of the day, he only, hey, it's only temporal, man. It's only a temporal situation. Okay? And like I say, there's peace and simplicity, man. Like I say, the more of that shit that you got and trying to maintain in this society, man, you run yourself ragged, man. You know? But there's peace and simplicity, man. And it's something I'm, just, really learning. You know, like damn, because you get caught up in this shit, living these different lifestyles and moving around and popping bottles and, you know, on the rooftop talking shit, laughing with your mouth open, you know. You know what I'm saying? This shit never gave you niggas money, you know.
Always a party.
Yeah, you sliding, all right. You know, you doing the electric slide hard as hell, you know. You know all the dance. Yeah, you know. You get caught up in it, man. Like there ain't nothing wrong with enjoying yourself and letting your hair back sometime, man. You do that, But then, like I say, you gotta put a cap on it, man, because it get loose, man.
They be feeling like he gotta make his mark in Esau Kingdom.
Yeah. Like you gotta make a statement, you know. And like I said, that demon to get on you, man, and really, and have you overoccupied, and you just trying to constantly chase and keep that persona going, man. You know. Yeah, you got it, bro.
While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal.
Yep.
For the things which are not seen are eternal.
But the things which are not seen are eternal. See, everything you see now is temporal. You know. But the things which we don't see is eternal. And that's what we're investing in, the unseen. And that takes what? Faith. You see, to invest in the unseen, to neglect what you can see, and start to invest in the unseen, that's faith, man. You know? So this is what, and see, it's peace in this. There's no other peace outside of this peace that comes with this, man. It comes with, there's no better feeling than to know YAHAWASHI dealing with you, man. That YAHAWASHI is investing into your situation, man. There's no greater feeling than that, man. Money don't come close, man. Women don't come close. Drinking, okay, clout, being popular in this society don't come close than the peace that comes from YAHAWASHI dealing with you, man.
It's a peace going through that straight gate.
Yep, it's a peace going through that straight gate. You know, and he gonna build you to go through that straight gate, man. You see? He gonna make sure we have the spirit on us to endure these straight things, man. You see? So everything is done with balance, man. Be wise. Brothers, be wise. Don't neglect things that you have to do. But every brother should have a good understanding of what's needed for their situation and maintain it. Because you gotta keep your situation going so you still can have a free mind. Because that's peace too when you have your daily life pretty much taken care of. That's a peace of mind to have that situated. Okay? You don't want to get caught up where you scrambling behind all the time. Like, be responsible, man. You can be responsible and not be engulfed in this shit, man. You can maintain, the Lord said, we can maintain our situations and not be engulfed and ran raggedly by this society, man. There's a balance, to it. Okay? Yeah, anything else? Done with that. We pray that you brothers, all right, and you few sisters were edified once again. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, YAHAWASHI, by Hashem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, and rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful. Shalom.
Shalom.